Your calendar event named Test has been created for May 15th at 4 p.m. IST.
Alright, so in this video, we'll be making an MCP server and N8N, and we'll be connecting that to a voice agent in Vapi, and we'll be seeing how that makes a voice agent super powerful and super easy to handle. So yeah, stick around to it and you'll make the same in under 15 minutes. Alright, so let's begin with our MCP server in N8N. So let's take a blank workflow and let's add an MCP server trigger. So basically what we'll be doing is we'll be connecting our MCP server over here to our Vapi, our voice agent, so it can get all our tools in between the calls, so our calendar, whatever we want, and we don't have to give a whole prompt. So with MCP that cuts out a lot of work, so we'll be going through that. So let's add this MCP server trigger, and take note of the URL. We'll be using the production URL, not the test URL. Right, authentication you can put it as none for now, and this is the path again, which is this one. Right, over here we'll be adding our Google Calendar, as you saw in the starting. So let's type Google Calendar. Okay, it's over here, calendar 2. So over here we will select a calendar account, right? And what we'll do is we'll get many. So it first of all it gets all the events, and you see this the star button, right? So this is basically will let our model handle all these parameters. So that's what we want. We want the models to handle it and not fill up ourselves. So we'll click on this, let the model define this parameter. Same for this, let the model define this parameter and this, because when we talk to the voice agent, we'll tell the voice agent we want to book the call for tomorrow at 7 p.m. So the voice agent has the task of filling up these parameters, right? Not us. Because before, when we were building the automations by ourselves, the parameters were sent by the voice agent, but we were filling up the details in our automation. So that is the difference. In this case, it's defined automatically by the model. So this is the get many, and we'll create some 2-3 more tools, that is get, create, delete, update, right? So Google Calendar, this will be our create event, right? And again we'll select our calendar. Again this is the same thing. This is our get, this is our create, and right now we'll add a update, right? Google Calendar update, update is over here, and we'll add certain fields such as end date, start, and summary. So these are all the fields that we can update. Again, you can add whatever you want, right? For now we are just adding these 3, and again everything will be handled by the model. So this is the power of MCP, that reduces a task a lot, and it adds to the power of our voice agent or whatever our AI agent is, right? So we have added update. Okay, this is update. So get is done, create, update, and delete. Okay, delete. Okay, we will add. Alright, so this is done. Let's just okay, so this is our N8N MCP server trigger, right? Let's make it active. Okay, and we'll be grabbing our this URL, which is again, copy the production URL, not the test URL, right? Make sure of that. Copy the production URL, make it active, because again, if it's not active, it won't work, obviously. So make it active and go to your Vapi dashboard, right? Click on assistant and create assistant. We will create a new Vapi assistant. New, right? These are some templates that you can start with, but in this case we just want to test out MCP, how it connects to our voice agent. So just create a blank assistant, blank template, create assistant, and there we have it, right? So here what, okay, this is our assistant, and you'll want to go to tools, and again, this is my already MCP tool already made. So what you want to do is you click on create tool and click go here and click on MCP, right? And your server setting, as you remember, it will be our production URL. Click on this, and that's all. And in case if you have any authentication configured, such as a bearer auth or header auth, in that case you would want to configure the HTTP headers. So you will want to click on this add header, header name and header value, right? In this case we don't have any authentication configured, so it's not a requirement for us. So this is configured, right? Okay, this is safe. Let's go to assistant, and we since this is just a video for demonstrating MCP server, we won't be adding any big prompts, so we don't have to specify our agent what to grab, right? What all tools to grab. It all grabs by itself. So again, we can use MCP however we want. We can use a powerful appointment setter like this and add MCP over here to make it even more powerful. But since to save time, we'll just grab this, and we'll add one context that we want the agent to have, which is this one. So this is basically, it's an inbuilt Vapi thing. This now which you see, so it tells the voice agent about our current date and time according to this particular format, and our time zone. So time zone you can put it according to yours. So this is a prompt. We can add hello, this is John. And for model we are gonna use 4.1, because I found it's a bit better than 4.0, so it works a bit better, so we're gonna use that. And temperature, let's slide it a bit. So temperature basically is control of the randomness of the output. So in this case we are just setting the appointment. It's there's no random thing it needs to imagine, or it's not based on creativity, right? So it's an appointment setter. So our temperature will be less, so it's our output is always deterministic. So that's the point of temperature. Tokens is 250, and if we go to tools over here, not voice tools, we're gonna want to add this MCP tool. Okay, so this it's DC8C, right? Let's go here, DC8C. So you would want to add the MCP tool over here. So that's all we need, right? MCP tool is added, and let's go through some transcribers. So usually I recommend using DeepGram, because it's a bit faster than our 11 labs, right? So if I choose 11 labs and choose, let's say again model, it's only scribe enabled, and for voice again we can use either 11 labs or anything. If we use for voice, actually 11 labs is a bit more natural, it seems, at least to me. So you can add voice provider as 11 labs, but I would recommend to use DeepGram as a transcriber. It's a bit better, right? So this is our latency, and this is a cost. So That's all. So again, we created a MCP server trigger over here. It has tools to create a create a calendar event. It has tools to get all the calendar events, so it can get all the events between any specified date and time, right? You can update the event as we saw, and you can delete the event, right? So this is MCP server trigger. Again, you would want to grab the production URL, and we created this particular very basic voice agent. Normally, this is appointment setup. We can add a MCP over here, right, to make it even more powerful. But just for demo purposes, we are just using like this. And you don't even have to specify the voice agent to use MCP. That's the that's the amazing part. It uses MCP on its own because we have tools added, right? So we can add over here you are an helpful assistant that book that's it. That's all we need to add. You are a helpful assistant, so that's all. So right now we'll be checking out the demo, right? And after that we'll check some advantages that this solves.
Hello, John.
Hey John, can you create a calendar event for 15th May at 4 p.m. IST named test?
One moment. Your calendar event named Test has been created for May 15th at 4 p.m. IST. If you need to add attendees or make any changes, please let me know.
Alright, now can you change the timing from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.?
Give me a moment. The event timing has been updated from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. IST on May 15th. If you need any further changes, just let me know.
Yeah. Now can you delete the event?
Give me a moment. The event named Test, scheduled for May 15th, has been successfully deleted. If you need any more assistance, feel free to ask.
Alright, thanks John. So that was the demo. It was able to create a event, update, delete, and all very easily, very fast, and all that with just a single line of prompt. So you can imagine the power of integrating MCP servers into a workflow, into a voice agent, AI agents. So how powerful it can be, and how helpful it can be, and how it can ease a task a lot. So if I show you, if I had to build this particular voice agent without MCP, so adding such as creating an event, updating event, getting the events, it will be very complicated. So if I have to show you, let me go over here and appointment booking. Okay, it's over here. So this is a particularly not too complicated, but it's not a simple automation. So it will check for your availability. Basically, it will get all the events. It will book the appointment, and that's all. It won't delete your appointments, or it won't update your appointments, right? So only two tasks, and we have this this particularly big automation. And even the prompt for this, basically, so we have to specify the voice agent to basically call the functions at a certain point of time. So when we are at a certain state that we are booking the appointment, we specify the voice agent to call this particular webhook which books the appointment, or we say tell the voice agent to call this particular webhook that gets the events, right? So different states for different webhooks. So a prompt will be also really big. So we have different conditions, different specifications, different branching loops, right? So a prompt becomes bigger, and it becomes costlier, and it takes more time for the AI to process, right? So if we integrate MCP properly into our workflows, into our AI agents, into our voice agents, it can really it can improve our prompts, it can really improve our agents, our voice agents. And you just saw how powerful the demo was, how it was able to do all those four tasks very easily, and all that with a single line of prompt. So you can imagine how powerful it would be when we integrate MCP server into into a proper workflow, into a proper prompt such as this one, right? In this. So yeah, this was the power of MCP on how we integrated our MCP server from N8N to our voice agent in Vapi. And yeah, that's all. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and basically the prompt and the automation will be in the description down below, so you can grab it for free. And if you want similar systems built for your business, just book a call with me using the link in the description, or you can message me on LinkedIn again using the link in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching, and look out for more automations and AI videos like this.